What's up, everybody? Uh, and to all my subs that have been kind of following along with this entire hobby endeavor for Warhammer 40K and dealing with Games Workshop and Forge World customer support and service. I'll make this one quick. It's pretty crazy, but I was thinking today, just looking at all this stuff, right? And this is just a fraction of it because I have a whole nother army and more, paint stuff and more supplies. This is just some stuff I brought over to this house so I can start, airbrushing and honing my skills here. But I could only imagine if somebody was really just like a new player walking into the Warhammer hobby and they were gun ho and they were like, "Oh, I'm so for this." And I know this happens. People they start ordering models, they start coming in, they start piecing their army together, they start getting paint, they start getting the air compressor, the airbrush, they're gonna do it right. And they end up with like some sort of little area like this with a ton of this stuff that, is not cheap by any means, by any standard, right? And then something happens like what happened to me. And I want to be clear on this. I'm not dogging or complaining about Forge World or Games Workshop because they sent me a broken grab tank in the box. I was perfectly cool. I was not even upset because you know what? That happens. That happens. Something sometimes goes out the door. Things get broken. Now, this wasn't the case. This was not broken by UPS or in the mail, or the part would have been in the box. I've went over that and described that. But I'm not mad about, like, I'm not a freaking Karen. I understand that shit happens. And, a lot of times it can be a good thing. If something bad happens and a business actually cares about their customers and they care about the quality of their product and they actually care about their reputation, sometimes, if you get a defective product, it ends up being a good thing because, the business will come through and be like, look, we'll take care of that. That's on us. They'll maybe give you a coupon or something for your time when they recognize that they're wasting your time. And in this day and age, we're just kind of used to something like that. We just figure that that is the standard operating protocol for customer service, and that is the standard position that every business should have on customer service. And that is how us customers should be treated, especially when we're paying a lot of effing money. But then you come to find out that this business that you're supporting, that is selling this favorite hobby of yours, that's not how they do things. Their customer support is from like the 1930s. And it's insane. Because pretty much what happened was, I'll go over it real quick in a real quick paragraph. They sent me a broken Forge World tank. It's a $160 tank, but I was willing to be like, that's fine. They'll fix it. They'll just send me the parts that I need. I had to wait 7 months. And finally, I get a hold of them and I'm like, what happened? You guys said you were going to send the parts out. I never got confirmation or anything. Where's my... Oh, it looks like we sent that out a while ago. And I was like, what? I'm starting to not believe this, And they're like, they can't give me a tracking number. They can't even tell me the day that it was sent out. They said it was sent out a while ago. So already I feel like I'm being lied to and it's month 7. And finally, they send out a replacement part. So they've dropped the ball multiple times now. I get the replacement part and it's even more broken than the original part. And it looks like it came off of a scrap pile and the resin doesn't match and it looks like shit. And I'm like, holy cow, they've dropped the ball now 3 times. That's insane. And it's starting to look like a predatory practice to stall the return process to make people just drop out of it and be like, you know what, fuck the $160. I'm not dealing with this nightmare because it's insane, right? So finally, I wrote to them the last time and I got a hold of them. I had to threaten them with the Better Business Bureau. How fucked up is that? I've never thought in my life I'd ever have to threaten anybody with a Better Business Bureau claim. Are you kidding me? But I literally managed to talk to them and they said, okay, well, in order to process anything, we're going to need your order number and we're going to need the receipt and we're going to need the resin instruction manual and we're going to need the piece of paper with the little stamp. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You already have that. Scroll up in the email. You guys have had all that information 7 months ago. And then I was like, you know what? Better Business Bureau, and I tell you what, I want a refund right fucking now. Forget about all this crap. I'm not giving you any more receipts or anything. I want my refund right now. And you know what? I asked them all these questions about why does it look like you guys are lying to me and saying that these parts go out and they never went out? Why is this looking like it's a predatory practice because it's already been 7 months now? Can you guys answer any of this? They stopped answering me. And instead, I got an email today saying that another replacement order has been shipped out to me. Would you look at that? Could you guys believe that shit? They started asking me for receipts and all this and that. And then when I started demanding my money and saying that I'm going to like get a hold of the Better Business Bureau because it's already 7 months, I have all the proof and this is ridiculous. They stopped communicating with me directly. And then instead of giving me a refund like I actually demanded, they sent out another replacement is what it says. I think I'm going to jump off of a fucking bridge if I get another replacement in the mail and it's just another junk part. But that is almost what I'm expecting at this point. And I also feel like what they just did was damn near borderline illegal. They just declined me a refund. And instead, they're sending, this out in the mail. Like, I don't think they can do that. Once a customer tells you and states that they want a refund of their money, you can't just send them another replacement part because after you've dropped the ball 3-4 times and you've had 7 months to fix it and you couldn't, that customer is entitled to get his money back. And it's looking like they're trying to block that from happening. They're just going to send me. So we will have to see. I'll be happy if I get anything from this whole situation resolved at all. But I had to make a recording to let everybody know how this whole thing is turning out. It's absolutely insane. It's asinine. It's just stupid how they do all this. And I can't believe that there's even any sort of mainstream business out there that can even get away with treating their customers like this and then just stop replying to them and instead of giving them a refund, just sending out another part in the mail. Maybe this time it'll actually work and it'll be the right part. And honestly, I'll be happy with it. I'll be happy with anything other than just a straight up $160 loss at this point. And it's just sad that this just keeps happening. So they've dropped the ball 4 times already. We're going to have to see what they do. I told them I had to write them and tell them that I will be making an unboxing video now because I feel like I have to in order to protect myself. How crazy is that? That I have to write to a multi-million-dollar business and tell them that when their part comes in, I have to videotape myself unboxing it because I don't trust them. Like, I straight up do not trust them. And I'm scared to let this claim go for a full year because I could see them turning around and saying, you know what, we don't do claims after a full year. Sorry. Even though that it's their fault that it's taken an entire year because what they're doing looks that predatory to me. And I went to school for business and I've heard about these things. I also worked at a law firm for 4 years. So this whole thing stinks of like some kind of predatory practice scheme to stall the return/exchange process and make people drop out. I don't know. That's just what it looks like. I can't explain how any of this turned out like this otherwise. Like, it just like if it sounds like a fucking duck, it's a duck. If the shoe fits, you're wearing it, okay? This looks like some predatory practice shit going on in order to save them a couple $100 here and there on a broken grav tank that, they're required to fix but don't want to. So that's where we're at right now. And I guess we'll be putting that unboxing video up as soon as it comes in. So best of luck to me. I actually need it today. I actually had to process my thoughts here because I was so angry just from their response to me and it being 7 months and just having to deal with this for another day. And then ultimately not getting the thing that I ordered them to do. Like, you can go to any business. Like, this would be like me going to Walmart and being like, hi, I need to return this. And then being like, nope. People would raise hell if they could not return things or exchange things. And that's pretty much what they just did. Hi, I need to return this and get the money back. Here you go. I'll just give you another one. No, I want my money back. No, here you go. We'll just swap you out with another one. Bye. That's pretty much what they did to me today. So And part of this is just making a record of that. And since you can't actually show anybody or share your emails with Games Workshop, I figured I'd make a quick video just kind of looking at all the stuff I've bought just for this hobby, right? And this is just a small fraction of it. And just to think about what somebody in my shoes would feel. Somebody new coming into the hobby and they pick up all this stuff. I mean, personally, for me, whether I play the game from here on out or not, doesn't matter. I'm still going to paint my models and do all of that just because it is a craft and I do want to learn how to paint these models to make them look wicked. So that's something I'm going to do anyway, but this is really going to determine how much I actually play the game in the future. And if I actually get any more models from them, I can tell you right now, I probably won't. I'll get models from other places and I'll paint them up. And they've done this to themselves, and it's painful because this was a company I love. No, this was a game that I loved, and then I found out that it was owned by a bastard company. As far as I'm concerned, Games Workshop is run by a bunch of Nixons. That's right. All you boomers out there know what the fuck I'm talking about. They're a bunch of crooks. Later, everybody. Yeah, look for that unboxing vid. I can't wait to see what they actually send me for the unboxing vid. It might just be a box with a rock in it or something stupid. They might send me a fuck you note. Who knows? We'll find out. Thanks for all the support, everybody. I'll see you out there.